Hello and welcome again. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's class is going to be a combination of yoga and barre, two of my very favorite formats put together in one great workout. You will want to have a chair close by or a countertop, something to help you balance during the barre part of our workout today, as well as a light set of weights. And by light, I mean about 1, 2, or 3 pounds each. Also, a mat will come in handy towards the end of the workout, or even if you want to start with it, since we are barefoot typically for a barre and yoga workout, it might be nice to have that mat out and ready. I have earbuds that are supposed to be helping with as a microphone, so I'm hoping that the sound quality is a little bit better today. Let me know what you think. All right, we're going to start right away in our warm-up with a nice wide stance. Legs are turned out at the hips, bend in the knees. We're going to reach over and then the other way. So big stretches side to side. All these movements in our warm-up today will be big and dynamic. That's how we get that blood flowing, right? We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2. We'll meet in the center. Join your hands together. Big circle around. Let's head the other way. Good. So we're trying to get nice and low. And you can go as big and slow as you like with these circles. Take your time. Good. I'm going to do 1 more. Right back to center. Relax your arms. Head toward the top of your mat. We're going to alternate between chair posture and crescent lunge. And we're going to stay on the right side. Here we go. Chair, big step back right. Lunge. Again, chair, lunge. Otherwise known as a squat, right? Good. So you're sinking those hips back on that squat. Big step. We've got 2 more. Then we're going to hold that right leg back. You face right the way you are. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to drop my back foot so it's about a 45-degree angle. Front knee stacked over the front ankle, arms parallel to the floor. Inhale up, exhale, lower. So you're straightening that front leg, you're bending. Big reach up and down. Let's try 2 more. Really getting into those legs. 1 more. Awesome. Relax the arms, lift that heel so you're facing forward, all toes face forward. Big step to the top of the mat. We're going to repeat that on the other side. Are you ready? Start with that squat or chair, step back left. So we're on the other side now. Good. Heart rate should be coming up. We're getting a little bit breathless. We have 1 more. Hold that leg back. Again, you stay facing forward for a moment. Then drop that back heel about 45 degrees. Open to the side of your mat, your long side. Straighten the front leg as your arms reach up. Then lower. Lift and lower. Standing tall and strong. 1 more. Up and lower. Lift that back heel. Everything faces the top of your mat, that short end. Big step. Hopefully nice and warm, but if you're not, we have a big sequence coming up. Definitely going to get that heart pumping even faster. Back to our wide second position stance. We're going to be alternating between a plie, pivoting to the right side into a lunge, back to a plie, then right foot forward. All right, and we're going to do some variations of that. Here we go. Plie, pivot, plie, tap forward, plie, pivot, plie, lift. Good, we've got 1 more just like that. Then I'm going to change the last part. Instead of tapping forward, let's tap back. Plie, pivot, plie, tap back. We have 1 more before we change it again. All right, next variation is going to be a wide knee lift, knee out. So that's called an attitude in barre. Little external rotation in the hip. We have 1 more like that. Then we're going to try the attitude to the back, plie, pivot, plie, lift. Doesn't that look pretty? It's what I love about barre. Such a graceful way to work out. This is our last one, like this. One more variation, toe to knee. We call that passe, plie, pivot, plie, passe. We have two more, and I'm warning you now, we're gonna hold that last passe right here, little balance, then extend, bend. Hands can come to the hips. Find that stability. I'm gonna change the in to a front back. Extend, front back, out. One more. We're going to hold once again. Set that foot either below the knee or above the knee, whatever feels good. We're going to hold in tree right here. Maybe extend those arms overhead. Ooh, big balance challenge. And slowly lower down. Oh, give that standing leg a shake out. It was working hard too. We've got the other side. I knew you knew that was coming. Back to our wide stance. So this time we'll be pivoting to the left, same sequence. Plie, pivot, plie, tap forward. Plie, pivot, plie, tap. Think about good tall posture. One more like that. All right, this time we're going to tap behind. Lift, still standing nice and tall. Good. I believe we have one more. I may have miscounted there. All right, next one is going to be that attitude forward. So that open knee lift. Good, big lift. Working our legs all different ways. We have one more attitude forward. Next time, it will be an attitude back right there. I think that's my favorite variation. What about you? We have 5 to choose from. Good. Last one like this, one more set. This time, toe to knee, passe. Good, plie, pivot, plie. We have 2 more. Remember, we hold the last one. Right here, hold, hold, hold. Extend, bend, arms get a break, hands to the hips. Catch your breath. Next, it'll be a front back, extend, front back. 2 more. Ready for tree? Foot either below the knee or above the knee. Ooh, find your stability. I'm looking forward too. And then bring those arms up to the ceiling, shoulders away from the ears, and set down. Nice and warm for sure by now. We are going to head for our weights to work a little bit of upper body. Lower body, pretty exhausted at this point. So legs get a little bit of a break. We're still going to be working them somewhat, focusing a little bit more here on upper body. All right, top of your mat. We're going to start with a slow squat. Right there. So sinking those hips behind you, weight in the heels of the feet. Maybe add the arms in. They're going straight ahead. Anterior lifts. We've got a couple more. Slow but strong. Stand tall, right leg, big step back into a lunge. Get nice and stable, all toes face forward, lunge down and up. You want to make sure you can see the big toe of that front leg or that front foot. Ready to add some bicep curls. Right there. Good. So elbows stay pointing toward the floor. Just a traditional bicep curl with our lunges here. Down and up. Working the fronts of the arms and of course those legs. Just 2 more. Hold at the top. Shift your weight to that front leg. Right leg stays behind. And notice I'm hinged forward just a little bit. Back leg lifts and lowers. Up, down, up. Arabesque, right? That moving leg, nice and straight and strong. Both hip bones facing to the floor. Let's add some arms. Straight arm lifts behind. Right there. So now we're working the backs of our arms. And of course, that lower body. 2 more. Hold it up if you can, otherwise back toe can be on the floor. And I'm going to sweep my arms slowly forward, coming into warrior 3. Flex at the heel, hold for 4, 3, 2. Oh, set that foot down into a lunge position. And then you're going to open your hips to the long side of your mat. You face that direction. Once again, I'm going to turn just so you can see better. So your front toes face the short end of the mat. Your back toes will face the long end of the mat. Your right arm lifts up toward the ceiling. You slide down the left leg, rise back up. Core work extraordinaire right here. Take it down, lift back up. We've got 2 more. Pay attention to how your back feels. You don't need to come very far. Last one. Relax that back arm, lift the back heel. So everything's facing the short end of the mat toward me. Big step forward. And we are done with side 1. Back at the top of the mat, if you're not already there, slow squats. Down and up. Good. You want to add the arms? Straight ahead. Sometimes the arms forward like this make the squats a little bit easier as far as balance is concerned. Down, down, up. 2 more. Working lower and upper body. Rise up. Big step back now with our left leg. All toes forward, lunge down and up. Can you see the big toe? All right, we're going to add those bicep curls back in, but this time reverse style. So palms face down, lift and lower. Just a little different way to work those biceps. Good, so both knees bending and straightening. Round 2. Might be a little more tired at this point. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. We pause at the top, then shift the weight to that front leg. Left leg stays back, hinging with a nice neutral spine from the hips. Lift and lower. Back leg. Lift. And we're not turning this leg out. Both hips face forward or down. Let's add the arms behind. Lift, lower, lift. Working triceps, working the backs of the shoulders. We're going to hold it up if you can. Again, back toe can stay down if you need to. Flex at your ankle. Slowly sweep your arms forward into warrior 3. Hold for 4, but breathe. 2 more. And then gently set the foot down. All right. Open towards the long end of the mat. So you're facing sideways. I'm going to turn once again. So front toes face the short end of the mat. Back toes face the long end of the mat. Left arm reaches up, slide down the right leg. Pull back up, slide down. That core is really working to bring the torso back up. Last one. Release the arm. Lift that back heel. Turn everything to face forward toward me. And then take that big step toward relief. Awesome job. We're done with our weights. You can set them out of the way. It is time for a little more lower body. So this is where you want to grab your chair or get next to your countertop. And we will start by setting the chair to the right of us. So the seat is facing to the right side. And we'll start by facing forward, standing nice and tall, feet right underneath those hips. Little sequence coming up. Outside leg is going to go front, side, extend back, down. Join me. Front, side, back. If you want, you can add some arms. Just one arm, really. So arabesque with a front knee, side knee, arabesque, down, front, side. I love this particular sequence because we are working our legs in so many different ways, using different leg muscles in the process. We have one more, and we're going to hold that leg back and pulse. So little lifts, right here. Feel that glute working. Focus on using your glute here to lift and not so much the low back. Good. We have 4, 3, right into curtsy lunges. Tap back, side, back. We all know how to curtsy, right? We may not have met the Queen of England, but we know how to curtsy. Down and up. I'm going to change it. Instead of tapping side, I'm going to lift. Curtsy lift. And that's an option. You can keep the toe tapping instead, whatever feels good. Down, lift. One more, they're going to hold that leg to the side. Lower, lift up, lower. Long lever, right? That leg is nice and straight. Soft bend on that standing leg. Chest stays open. Woo, are we feeling this? I am. Good. We have one more. They're going to hold that leg up, bend it, pulse it forward, forward, forward. Take it back for 4, 3, 2. Forward and back again. Tiny little movements. And back. Oh my goodness. And down. Awesome. All right, take that foot, cross it over, stretch towards your chair for a nice release. Deep breath. All right, back down. Give those legs a quick shake out. We're going to let those muscles recover just a little bit before we do the other side, a different sequence. You may or may not need your chair for this. If you do want it, I recommend putting it in front of you. I'm not going to move my chair just so that you can see, but if you want to move yours, go for it. Back to that nice wide second position. We haven't done enough pliés, right? So we're going to do a few more. So down and up. Making sure that your shoulders stay stacked over your hips. Knees track over your toes so they're not collapsing midline of the body, right here. Down and up. Good, good. Can we go a little lower? Make those legs work today. Nice job. Take some deep breaths here. 3 more. 2 more. We're going to hold it low on this last one. Right heel lifts. Then left heel. Lift up. Set it down. Lift up. So we're in our deepest plie as we're lifting our heels one at a time. 2 more. Then we're going to speed up the heel lifts. Here we go. Lift, lift, right, left. Are those inner thighs talking to you? Mine are screaming at me. I don't know about you. We have 4, 3, both heels up and pulse, pulse. Tiny little movements. Oh, my legs are shaking. That means I'm about done. 3 more. 2 more. We got a balance move coming up. If you can, keep your heels lifted. Rise up. Maybe arms lift overhead. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down. Nothing like having to do balance on exhausted legs. All right. Bring those feet together. Little shakeout. Grab some water if you need it. We want to stay hydrated. And in the meantime, bring that chair to the other direction. I didn't forget the other side. I know you didn't either. All right, here we go. Front, side, back, down. Remember this? And this is another one that just looks really pretty. So it's not only effective, it's pretty too. Good. So it's front, side, back. We have a couple more sets, unless you want to do a few extra. We hold it behind us and pulse, and pulse. I'll show you. Lift doesn't need to be high, just strong. Feel that glute working. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Right into curtsies. We sweep back, side, back. Try to get a little deeper as those legs get comfortable with the movement. We have 2 more tapping to the side. Unless you choose to continue, I'm going to lift. Curtsy, lift. Think beautiful extension with that leg and that arm on the right side. 2 more. We're gonna hold that leg up, lower, lift, lower. Now we're saying hello to the gluteus medius, right there on the outside of that hip. Woo. Hold it up, bend the knee, pulse forward, 4, 3, 2, pulse it back. Tiny movements as you swing that leg around. Again, forward. And take it back. Oh, and done. Set it down, cross it over. Big side stretch towards your chair. And back to center. All right, shake it out. You can move your chair out of the way. If you don't have your mat out already, go ahead and get it because we're heading for some floor work. All right, so a little bit of core work and a whole lot of stretching, which is gonna feel amazing after all the hard work we've done, all right? You can face forward. I'm gonna face sideways just so you see me better. We're gonna start with a deep breath up and then right into a full forward fold. We'll hold here for just a moment, feeling a nice stretch in the back of our legs and our low back. Hands can sit on your shins or your thighs, soft bend in the knees, whatever feels good. We're gonna lift halfway up, setting our hands on our shins if they're not there already. Think about creating a nice long spine here. So our torso should be about parallel to the floor. Back into your forward fold. Bend the knees, set your hands down on the floor, and walk back to a plank. Hands should be set up right under the shoulders. Knees can be down or knees can be up. From here, shift forward from your toes or your knees. Keep your elbows in close and lower all the way to the floor, body in one straight line. Uncurl your feet. Inhale, lift up, mini back bend. Feel that strong back. Exhale, lower down. Big toes back into the mat. Push up into down dog. So our hips lift in that down V. Uh-oh, lost my earbud. All right, we're gonna come back to a plank. Either knees or toes, absolutely fine. Shift forward, elbows stay in. One straight line, all the way down. Uncurl the feet. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Big toes to the mat. Lift the hips into down dog. We're gonna do that a couple more times. Lower the hips into plank. Shift forward. Lower down. Feel the strength of the arms and the core. Uncurl the feet. Inhale, either into cobra, mini back bend, or maybe push up into up dog. Soft bend in the elbows. Lower back down. Toes into the mat. Lift up. Ooh, is it just me or are these getting harder? One more. Back to a plank. Shift forward. Lower down. Take your time. Uncurl the feet. Lift into either mini back bend or all the way into up dog. Lower back down. Toes to the mat. Lift the hips. Here we are in down dog again. And then back to plank where we will hold. So knees down or knees up. We're gonna bring toe to knee. Passe. Huh? Didn't know that we could do passe from our hands on the floor. But here we are, bracing that core nice and strong. We're trying to get every major muscle. We have 4 more. 3, 2, last one. One more time, shift forward and lower all the way down. Oh, doesn't it feel good to be on the floor? All right, now sweep your arms behind you. We're coming into locust. This is where we're gonna lift chest and arms on our inhale, lower down on the exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift and lower. Inhale up. Picture all the muscles along the spine really working here. Inhale, lift. And you're going at your own breath pace. You don't have to follow me. The next time you're lifted, can you hold it there and pulse the arms up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Since we're in this position, let's stretch. So, arms are going to come up towards your face. You're going to bend your right knee. You can hold it right there or reach around, grab that foot, flex at the ankle, and pull that heel toward the glute. And I'm hoping you feel an awesome stretch in the front of that thigh. Go ahead and release. We'll switch sides, bending your left leg, grabbing it. It helps to flex at that ankle so you can really pull that heel in a little closer to your glute. At the same time, think about pushing that left hip bone into the floor. And release. Back and shoulder stretches next. We're going to bring our arms out to the side and set your right cheek on the floor. So you're looking toward, left cheek on the floor. So you're looking towards your right hand. Right leg lifts up, cross over behind you, bending that lifted leg. Keep your head on the floor for a little bit of support. You don't have to touch the floor behind you unless that's comfortable. Great way to stretch this bottom shoulder and getting a nice little stretch as you twist in that spine. Carefully bring that leg back to center, lay it down, and we're going to head the other way. Make sure you turn your head so now your right cheek is on the floor. Lift up that left leg and slowly bring it across the other side. Take your time, coming back to center, laying that leg down. Both hands by the chest, push up into tabletop. So hands and knees right here. Hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Cat-cow coming your way. On the inhale, drop your belly button toward the floor, looking up at the ceiling. On your exhale, scoop that belly button towards your spine. Drop your head and tailbone down. Try a few more of these at your own breath pace. It's a wonderful way to get a great stretch in your core. And then neutral spine. Sit. Extend your right leg out to the side and tuck your left foot in toward the center. Then left arm is going to stretch up and over toward that right side. Keeping your spine long, chest open. Doing a nice deep back stretch here, opening up the left side of the body. Rise back up. Pivot your chest so now you're facing that extended leg and hinge forward. And you're only coming as far as it's comfortable for you in that stretch, which is always the rule, right? Inhale, sit back tall. Little twist now to the left side. No slouching. Untwist, face forward. We're going to switch our leg position, so extending that left leg out. Sitting nice and tall, then reaching up and over toward that left side. Back up to center. Turn the torso. You're facing that extended leg. Hinge forward. Well-deserved stretches. These muscles worked hard. Sit back up. Tall posture, and then twist toward the right. Back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Inner thigh stretch. Keeping that spine long. Hinge forward, maybe gently pressing those knees down with your elbows as long as that feels okay. Sit nice and tall. Extend your legs forward, hands behind you. Lift your chest forward and upward. And back to center. We made it. I hope you enjoyed that fusion of barre and yoga. I think those two disciplines work really, really well together. Hope you feel strong and energized. Stay fit, stay well. Remember you are blessed, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.